So, Joey, we had a lot to talk about, and Tori's with us today again. Tori,
hi. I'm gonna just be background noise today.
It's okay. I wanted to phone Nick in. This is a quick episode because it's something that social media is hearing about nonstop right now, right?
Yeah.
But before we get into it, I just wanted to say that we've been doing the podcast now for 5 years. Joey, are you and I on the watch list?
Maybe.
All right. So I
feel like the more you post on YouTube, the more
I just wanted to
bigger
give
platforms give you
just wanted to give a warm welcome to the watch list that will now be included. Tori, welcome to the watch list.
Oh, great. Thanks.
All right. Well, let's start with I gotta get into this first. Okay.
Okay.
Is this Jim Carrey or not?
I don't know, man. I don't know. I think it's a body double.
You think so?
Yeah. The eye color is different. And like obvious features, the nose is different. He's got the same shape head. There's a lot of people that look like Jim Carrey. You ever see that girl?
Yes. Yes. I was just gonna yes. The girl.
She's like, I'm a lesbian, blah, blah, blah. And she's like, she always makes like funny Jim Carrey faces, and she always talks about how ugly she is. And, she's funny. She does look like Jim Carrey.
Spot on.
Yeah.
But I want to say this, that I want to know, and maybe you can find this out on your thing that's in front of you. When he just came to the limelight, when was the last time people seen him before most recently? Because there are visible new features to Jim Carrey. So one, his eye color is different. Jim Carrey has like brown hazel eyes.
Yeah.
And in the video that everyone's saying is not Jim Carrey, he has these greener eyes, right? He has longer hair now, which when I remember seeing him when he said what he said on Jimmy Kimmel or this award show, his hair was in the process of probably getting long, whatever. Then you have certain wrinkles that are now gone. But then, of course, when you get when you're a celebrity, you have ample money to get plastic surgery. So when you do
Botox and a bunch of other stuff.
So when you do these things, certain things are going to change, right?
Right.
But there is one thing that people caught on to within the last, I would say, 12 to 24 hours is that he got caught signing autographs after his most recent appearance that made him or made everyone think that he's a body double. And Jim Carrey is a lefty. And he was signing autographs
with his right hand.
That's
crazy.
Right? Now, that's something that, if you're a body double, you don't take into consideration. You know how to act. You can study his mannerisms. You can vocalize your voice to sound like him. We've all done the Ace Ventura impersonations and can sound a little bit like him. Bumblebee tuna, like Sugaga, New Quinsu Ocha. Let me guess. White devil?
Yeah, people can, eventually you can train your voice to sound like his. My thing is,
he does look drastically different. I will say, just as like what I know from skincare and
the teeth are different. I'm looking at it right now. The teeth are different. The teeth are definitely different.
Like, how much work did he get done in a matter of months?
Personally, so that photo looks still a lot like him. He's just aged. Now, I will say that people either age well or I feel like they don't age well, regardless if you're a celebrity or not. We've seen multiple people that way overdo Botox, way overdo plastic surgeries, dental work, etc. There is, I will say, surgery where they do inject dye into your irises to change the color of your eyes. Don't know if he did that, but that is a thing that people have done previously.
He definitely didn't do that.
Just saying, to be devil's advocate, you technically can change the color of your eyes. Now, him being more green-eyed, well, that could be because he is hazel eyes, and as you get older, your eyes do change coloration. Like brown eyes, as you get older, do get like blue circles
Speak
around them.
more into this.
That's like cataracts.
Cataracts, basically, yeah. So I don't think it's too odd, personally. But also, like, he was on Jackass. We all saw.
Jim Carrey was on Jackass?
Was he on Jackass?
No.
At one point?
No, not Jim Carrey. Johnny Knoxville you're talking about.
Oh, Johnny Knoxville.
Yeah, no, Jim Carrey was not on Jackass.
Never mind. Correction. Now I feel like a dumbass.
No, it's okay. We make mistakes live all the time.
But, I mean, he does...
Let me see that
I think
face.
he's just aged poorly, honestly.
Let me see that. We're gonna pull this up on YouTube, but let me see that here for.
It's like the eyes are almost drastically different. Well,
he also doesn't really have eyebrows.
They call it a something bufferplasty. I don't know, where they pull back your lids because he has droopy eyelids. So sometimes it becomes hard to see when you get older because your eyelids are drooping over your cornea. So your field of vision is it's obscured, right? Yeah. So he definitely had it pulled back so that his eyelids are now showing. You see his eyelids? You couldn't see them before, but now you can see them.
He's also acting different in these recent videos. He's acting different. He's not acting as goofy and on the level he was when he was on these shows.
I don't the clone stuff. I don't buy. I think
mental illness. There's a lot of things that can count for that.
I think he's a body double.
So check it out. This is not the only person that this has been pitched about. So I'm not going to go to the Biden thing yet because Joe Biden has, people have said that wasn't Joe Biden because there's a visible difference from when he was with Obama as vice president into his tenure as president of the United States. There was some very different, unless he aged that quickly. But Selena Gomez, look that up.
Yeah, I'll look that one up.
Selena Gomez.
Wait a second.
I don't buy this one, but I'll look it up.
I was going to say.
No, listen, I don't believe the Jim Carrey thing entirely. I don't believe the Joe Biden thing. I think he just got really old because my dad got sick, right? And he looked perfectly healthy. And as soon as he started having to diet because he was getting sick before he was getting treatment, he lost weight and looked completely different.
Right.
Came out of the hospital, looked completely different. If I show you a picture from just, a year and a half ago, because it's been a year fully now, right? To when he got out of the hospital, I'd be like, holy shit. So that can debunk the Joe Biden thing. You know what I mean? The Selena Gomez thing, from what I read briefly, because I didn't hear about the Selena Gomez thing until I was reading about the Jim Carrey stuff.
I have a lot to say about this one, but
Selena Gomez, I think she got sick.
So she had I believe, lupus, and she's also had a kidney transplant. When I am at the end tail of being a millennial, regardless of what these two think. I am still a millennial. When I was growing up and she was at Disney, on I think it was Wizards of Waverly Place specifically, she got really, really sick. And one of her friends, who was also an actor, gave her one of her kidneys. Like, it was a whole thing because, like, she was going to, like, die and, like, she needed a kidney transplant. So I think that's the big thing. Also, again, from a child to, like, an adult, she's in her 30s now compared to that picture when she was probably early 20s.
Super young.
Like, women change a lot. Me as a woman, I'm turning 30 this year. I can tell you, guess what? I have become a lot more curvier and have filled out in places I was not filled out in 10 years ago. So I think a lot of that is just natural aging. And again, she is a celebrity, so who's to say she didn't have like lip filler done or like some Botox done? But like either way, if she did, like, no hate on anyone who does lip filler, Botox,
and probably
any of that
because
crap.
her face is changing so drastically because when your kidneys are not functioning, your water retention is up and down and up.
You hold water less in your body.
I am not buying into any of this, but the Jim Carrey stuff is intriguing me because it seems like controversy always comes out when a celebrity goes against.
They did the same thing with Britney Spears. They say Britney Spears is a clone.
Mm-hmm. It goes when celebrities.
She's gone wacko.
Yeah, no. I mean, mentally,
I think she was lobotomized or something. Honestly.
Mentally, she's.
I mean,
she wasn't like that all the time.
I think she went through a lot. That's a whole separate conversation.
Yeah. So check this out: celebrities that go against the Hollywood narrative end up getting blacklisted and things happen. So we've seen it with Chris Pratt. We've seen it with Mel Gibson. We've seen it with the actor who played Jesus in...
forget that guy's name. He also played in Count of Monte Cristo.
Right. We've seen... We're going to pull that actor's name up. We've seen it with him. We've seen it with the comedian who's the comedian? Got any more of that cocaine?
Dave Chappelle.
Dave Chappelle. We've seen it with Dave Chappelle. We've seen it that if you speak against what their definitive narrative is.
Yeah.
Jim Caviezel.
Jim Caviezel. You will be blacklisted.
Oh, yeah.
And if you are if Hollywood thinks you're in that limelight with them, right?
Right.
Or their following or their narrative for years, and then all of a sudden you say something like what Jim Carrey says,
Right.
then they might do something, right?
Right.
Now,
I mean, look at Jim Caviezel's like completely. They won't give him any other roles. I think Mel Gibson's the only guy that gives him roles.
well,
Yeah.
He did The Sound of Freedom, exposing like child
I was
pedophilia.
going to segue into
Yep.
the Epstein stuff with that. Now, right, we talked about it here on the podcast, right? When The Sound of Freedom came out, I remember reading a lot of news outlets that sway a certain way. And one quote that stood out to me was, "The Sound of Freedom is a movie of a conservative father's wet dream."
Yeah, that's a
So they
crazy.
could be a hero.
That's a crazy line.
That's
Yeah.
a crazy line because this is stuff that is happening, was happening outside of the Epstein list. And
That sounds like somebody trying to like make a
defend
play,
themselves.
defend them,
Yeah.
and
Right.
make a play against people who are, you know, trying to propagate this movie to show what's actually really going on in the world.
Right.
and when The Sound of Freedom came out, when you're in the club, you own a lot of things. You own Rotten Tomatoes. So they were bash. Rotten Tomatoes gave it a terrible score, but the audience score was high, right?
Right.
These were the things we were seeing. And
Same thing with Scream. I don't know why. I just saw it, by the way.
well, two different categories.
Two different categories, but
But still.
I think that there is like this very real hierarchy in Hollywood where they're like, if they want something to die or they want to go against it because they have a qualm against a director or whoever or actor, they'll
they
try to
make sure
kill
it's
that
watched.
movie before it even gets off the ground.
Yeah.
But
Going-
it's backfiring though now.
Going back to Dario, when we had Dario on, remember
Mm-hmm.
Dario told us that story? Do you remember that story?
Yeah.
Dario had a friend that was in HBO's hit show True Blood. Okay, we
Love
can't
that show.
Can't name the actor, can't name it for certain reasons, but he was being pitched. This is Dario's story, short and sweet. He was being pitched a new role to go, and he had to fly to like Canada or somewhere. When he went to Canada, they gave him a hotel room, and he received a invitation on the phone the day he arrived after flying
Okay.
to come to a private party that was within the Castle Hotel.
Okay.
And Dario's friend declined more than once, but they were being persistent. So Dario's friend was like, all right, well, I'll fuck it. I'll just go. The lady came up, took him down a corridor into an elevator where they went into this basement area, which he described as like castle-like. There was candles on the walls, and they walked into this room. And when they opened the door,
Is that like a cult like?
the lady opened the door and showed Dario's friend what was inside. It was a full-on orgy.
Oh, fudge.
Yeah, full-on orgy. And the guy was like, this isn't for me. This isn't my nature. And what do you think happened? He didn't get the role.
Yeah.
And was kind of like shunned
Yeah,
off
yeah.
after that. So
It-
this is the stuff that happens.
Yeah.
Now, The Sound of Freedom was shit on. These actors don't get roles in any other movies,
Yep.
right? Besides from Mel Gibson's movie, Joey's right. He was in The Count of Monte Cristo. I can't remember him being in any other movie.
I don't think I've seen him in anything else.
Another movie that was shit on insanely was the movie where the cop was interrogating the demon, and he was telling him, the demon was telling him that we're doing all the evil here. What movie was that? I forgot the name, but there was a movie where, and the demon was spitting all these facts,
Yeah,
and,
yeah, yeah.
and people were like, "Wow, this is real life." Like he's like, and he was saying things that were
It's not the one where we had this guy on the podcast, right? The cop. the
no,
NYPD officer?
that's no. But there was I forgot the movie because I don't. Everybody knows this. I don't really watch movies like that. But this particular
Yeah.
movie, they showed clips. Nefarious. There you go.
Oh.
Nefarious. Nefarious. The demon was being interrogated by this cop, and
Yeah.
then he was saying all this stuff that really aligned with a certain side that the news outlets don't like that side. But the things that he was saying were like spot on accurate what was going on. That movie, again, the audience ratings high, tomato scores down.
Yep.
And these actors, we see that. Now, why we mentioned the Sound of Freedom is this stuff is really happening. Actors spoke out about it. Certain people tried to shun it off. And now the Epstein list is out. And so now you're like, you're all for wanting the Epstein list out, but you were literally defending something years ago before the list fully came out that you were like, oh, it's the movie Sound of Freedom is a conservative dad, wet dream, but it's happening, and now it's full blown. Like, this is what's going on. If you read through some of the documents, I sent you a ton of stuff today. I mean, some of the stuff in there was crazy. They were,
it's almost like it's hard to talk about because it's
I have to
it's disturbing.
I have to tread carefully on how I say it for YouTube purposes. They were babies were being
consumed.
Well, I read on a website today.
Sacrifice, but also it mentioned consumption.
This was
in various multiple places in documents.
The news that debunked it was a certain media outlet. I'll leave it at that. But one thing that was real was that there was a dismemberment of bodies. There was underage women on this island.
Yes.
Huge names of people that resigned. If you want to pull that up real quick.
Yeah.
Type in how many people, big name people resigned because of the Epstein allegations.
Yep.
Bill Gates came out and apologized.
Yep.
Okay. There was a couple of, someone that won a Nobel Peace Prize.
Wow.
Resigned from his college recently that he still works at. There was a doctor. There was a health nutritionist. There's even a former or still current person that does the David bars, CEO or vice CEO or something like that was in the Epstein list. There was a New York Giants owner or someone affiliated to the New York Giants that was caught in the Epstein list, which is insane because, if you listen to sports talk radio like I do, I don't listen to radio much, but one thing that's predominantly on for me in the morning is Boomer and Geo because I'm a big fan of that show. And that came out that this Giants personnel, big personnel up there on the chain.
Yeah,
it says anywhere from 15 to 20 individuals so far have, resigned.
Got names?
Or had to.
Let's read names, Joe.
It says Larry Summers, Harvard professor and former university president, announced he will resign. Dr. Richard Axel, Nobel. I don't know. He's just like a Nobel Prize winner from Columbia Leadership.
What was the word that you couldn't pronounce?
It's.
Let me try. I love making myself look like an idiot.
We got this.
Well,
don't do it yet.
While you guys are doing that, though, I mean, it does go to show, like, none of us are saying that Epstein isn't guilty. He was 100% guilty of sex trafficking, and that's why he went to jail.
And Ghislaine Maxwell's
right, his partner. But also, let's just point that the money you have, and when you're around wealthy people, if you don't follow what they agree with or by their laws, you get smacked.
Dr. Richard Axel, Nobel laureate.
Yep.
Laureate resigned from Columbia.
It's an L.
Leadership.
It's an L.
Okay, let's see. Hold on.
Laureate.
Oh, I was so close.
Laureate.
I was so close. Keep going.
Peter Attila stepped down from CBS News. He's a contributor and has other roles. It says Brad Karp stepped down as chair of Paul Weiss. I don't know from where, it doesn't say, but Tom Pritzl, I can't even pronounce his name. Pritzker, right?
Pritzler?
Whatever. Retired as executive chairman of Hyatt. Holy shit.
Mm-hmm.
And the Hyatt is, there's a hotel chain that you could.
That's a big hotel chain.
Yeah.
Peter Mendelsohn resigned from.
Oh, I see you swiped over after Tom Pritzker.
Yeah, that's a Russian name. We're not even gonna.
Oh, I want to do the Russian name.
Don't even mention the Russians. You'll be on a whole different list. Leave the Russians out of this.
Tom Pritzker retired as an executive.
No, not that one. The one below him.
Oh. Miroslav Lajak.
Nick just texted me, yo.
Let's phone him in real quick. All
right, I'm going to need headphones to load.
No, we'll do it on the speaker.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we'll do this.
You got to get me children-sized headphones so they fit.
Let him know he's on. Don't do this. Don't do the B4. No, don't do the B4. It's not hooked in yet.
Oh, what's up?
Yo, you're on.
I'm on.
You're on.
All right.
You're on. Nick, we have a question for you. First off, we're doing it. This is a quick one because everyone on social media is talking about it.
Jim Carrey?
Yes.
You don't even have to say anything else.
Before we say anything, is that him? Yes or no?
No way. It's not. And I think it's him pulling a prank, but no way.
Wait. No. Wait.
That's why I said I think it's him. It's a body double, and it's him. When he retired, he said if what did he say? He said something
he
like,
said if something seems off, so this is not
like
paraphrasing.
if I come back when I retire, it's not me or something like that.
exactly. Yeah, it's very similar to that. Right.
Yeah, the only thing he's going to do now is Sonic until forever, because I'm sure he's got kids or grandkids that really enjoy it, because he gets to do Robotnik and it's not super intensive work.
Right. But it's very weird though, because it's off. But the one thing that gave it away is you don't change hands when you're writing. That's the one.
Yeah.
Right.
That is one thing that it's like your nature.
He's signing with his right, and he's a
is
lefty.
right, and he's a left hand. That's something that you.
I haven't even seen that one. I'm more concerned with the fact that 2 weeks ago his hair was short cropped and now it's long. Nobody grows their hair that quick.
Yeah, but is that proven? Because I'm hearing that when he was on Jimmy Kimmel, that was from 2020.
Yeah, it was like six years ago.
Yeah, and now.
Yeah, well, no, not that Jimmy Kimmel, but there was another appearance I thought he had early in February that he had shorter hair, like at a different award show.
I haven't seen that one.
But his eyes are different.
They're green.
Forget the color. The color, I mean, he's done before, right? He's been the Grinch. He can wear color contacts. You don't fake eye shape. And if you go put those two faces side by side, I mean, unless he got an obnoxious amount of Botox and froze his face and moved it around.
Yeah, I think you got a facelift, honestly. Like to pull your eyes back. It's you know who did it? Bradley Cooper recently did it. It's to pull their droopy lids back, so it does change your eye shape. You know?
I mean, also perfect example of just people who change drastically. Look at how Zac Efron looks now. I mean,
yeah.
to be fair, Zac Efron did have
Looks like
like
a
some kind of
different person.
accident, and that's why he had
Wasn't it a car
surgery.
accident?
Was it an
Yeah,
accident?
no.
Was it an accident?
Apparently, listen. I'm not a Zac Efron like diehard.
I think boy went too far.
Yeah.
But, okay, maybe he did go too far, but whether it was an accident or went too far, that's a classic fucking example.
He's also on GH.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, he's like
I
definitely
mean,
on
your head
promo.
his head grew a
Yes.
little bit, and
Yeah.
on top of that, he
Look at
the
perfect
plastic surgery
example.
is
We
out
were
of
just
control.
shitting on Selena Gomez.
You gotta
right?
do,
No,
you gotta do a
time
pop up
out.
of before and after Zac Efron, because this one is crazy.
Okay, not.
I mean, he definitely got ripped up when he did, what was that movie, Iron Eagle, when he was one of the Kelly brothers?
Yeah.
Well,
mean,
he
yeah.
Baywatch first. He did Baywatch first.
But even from Baywatch to now is drastically different.
You gotta take a timeout. I didn't shit on Selena Gomez. I brought her up because that name was thrown. I don't want people
Yeah,
thinking.
people are saying Selena Gomez is Gina Davis.
I don't want people to say
No.
that. I'm
swear
a,
to God,
I'm a
there's
womanizer.
there.
Yeah,
and
this
it's
is true.
not just me. Like there's thousands of people trying to point out that Gina Davis is now Selena Gomez.
Really?
Yeah,
This is real talk.
that one's like way far fetched.
Yeah, real
That's
far-
crazy.
real
But they're
far.
like, there's technology
believe that
to
about
put
Gina
to put
Davis.
people's consciousness.
People say that was it the Apollo 11 crew or Apollo 12 crew, the ship that went up and blew up.
Yeah.
What was that? Nick, you might know that.
Apollo 13.
The Challenger.
The Challenger, right? The Challenger. That ship that blew up. People have spotted their lookalikes of what they would look like, slightly older or older, like to the T. And one of them don't even have the name change.
Right.
It's like blatantly. Again, that's up for debate. I don't touch that because that was on live television at that time, and
That's
people
sad.
lost their friend, their
Yeah.
father, their mother.
Yeah.
So I don't touch that stuff. But that is a conspiracy out there.
Well, the conspiracy stems from wanting to kill the what do you call it? The program. What's that? We always sent those planes to outer space. We don't anymore. They look like planes. They're called the shuttles. It was to kill the shuttle program. I couldn't think of it, but yeah, the space shuttle that always went to the International Space Station. It looks like this crazy giant like Boeing 747 to a degree, right? Like,
Yeah, it's like
Power Rangers vehicle.
yeah, they kill, and now it sits on the USS Intrepid in Manhattan. But they killed the shuttle program, and they killed it shortly after that accident.
yes.
Interesting.
Which is there's more to that too. Like one of the if you go back and do look, I was just reading into it the other day. Oddly enough, one of the guys that was a technician or an engineer, one guy said this is a problem. This is going to be a problem. This specific thing, which ended up what was cause of the explosion, and didn't listen to him, and then he disappeared. Afterwards, I have to go look to see if he disappeared, like just from public, or he disappeared. Like
This was the guy that was checking the Challenger ship, right? It was like a screw. It was like one thing.
Yeah.
One thing that sent that
He
ship
said that the fuel was going to mix poorly because something was not
tight, not
in
tight,
compliance.
not tight enough for saying.
I have a question, guys. Is Jeffrey Epstein still alive?
Yes,
I don't know. You think so?
absolutely. First of all, look, there's too many,
Did you see the 4chan post?
too many things with
you're talking about
when this
Maxwell
when the real well that got debunked, but real quick, too many things that time when it happened that went completely like haywire at perfect timing. Security cameras, 2 guards, like lost footage.
Yeah.
No, then you had the FBI deputy leader.
The footage they gave us wasn't even from within the cell.
You had-
it was out of the bunker
the
entirely.
guy who resigned.
I mean, are
yeah,
people allowed to release footage of people, committing
That,
suicide?
yes,
if they have it, but they didn't.
pertinent to
Well, they didn't.
Well, I just didn't know if that was like a legal thing that you could release. That was all.
Not to the public, obviously, but to authorities investigating.
Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
but that was deleted. The camera
Yeah.
went off when it happened. So that's what they said. That's what they told
Or
us.
do you believe it could be a hit within the
I
prison that he was
believe
killed
that
and they covered up a hit?
He's too powerful, and he worked for the government. The conspiracy
They
of
got him out of there.
The
That's why I mentioned the 4chan post. There was a guard that posted on 4chan and gave the whole details about to the car that pulled up, what time it pulled up. Like they pulled him away in a black van. Another car pulled up, brought somebody in.
About Epstein was that he was put on this island to get dirt on every elite celebrity in the world. Once he got you to the island, then he enticed you with going there, and he made you do something. He now had you. He had video
Right, he
evidence.
had blackmail.
He said, "Yeah, here,
Yeah,
go
yeah.
ahead, play with these kids. Do what you got to do.
Yeah.
Do this, do that.
Live out your
and
sexual
then after
fantasies.
you're done, oh, guess what? I have video footage of you doing that now.
Yep.
Now we own you. Now, guess what? The inside club can now do whatever they want with you because they own you now because they got something that will ruin you
Yep.
for life. And with someone that did that deed to someone else that's bigger than Jeffrey Epstein, because there is,
Yeah.
you don't want that man. That did that.
People are soft, man. I'm sinking the whole ship. I'm bringing all. It's like, are you gonna threaten me? I said, we're all going
The
down.
problem is the whole ship.
I mean, I agree with that.
The whole
Everybody
with me.
the whole ship is like 90% of people that people look up to.
Yeah, probably in Congress as well.
You know what I mean? Like,
Well, again, it hides, right? Just going back to wealth, money, fame, it all hides what all these higher up elite people do in the world. Going back, if we're talking about conspiracy theories, because it's still a conspiracy theory, it's not confirmed that he is alive nor dead, correct?
No.
Just playing devil's advocate, right? Just playing devil's advocate.
We'll never find him either.
Right. We'll never find him, just like Hitler and the conspiracy that Hitler actually got away and
But now
never
it's like
died.
did you see that Hitler actually lived his life out in Venezuela? Like it's actually confirmed.
Venezuela or Argentina?
Oh, Argentina.
Yeah, I
sorry.
think it was
Yeah, yeah.
Argentina.
Argentina. Yeah,
But-
that was a conspiracy
But
theory
point being,
after World War II.
with wealth
But it ended up
and
being true because
power,
now the
though.
documents came out.
What?
The FBI recently released a bunch of documents showing that Hitler was alive and well in Argentina.
Hanging out with Claudia?
Buenos Aires, hanging out with Claudia.
Oh my god!
Explains a lot.
Are you? Is this like I would? If
Factual?
I
Yeah.
At
Hold
the
on,
end of
hold
this episode, I could.
We could pull it right now and chat.
Oh my gosh!
Hit the little microphone button and give it a little conversation.
Okay.
Bink.
Has it been proven that Hitler actually escaped during World War II and was living in Argentina?
All right, but
No credible evidence supports that.
Ask him about the files that were just released.
The historical record, including eyewitness accounts and investigations, shows that Hitler died in Berlin in April 1945.
Okay, but what about the document that just came out?
If you're referring to something newly reported, it's worth noting that over the years, many documents or claims have surfaced, but none have been verified to change the historical conclusion. Even intelligence files in the past have shown rumors, but investigations
Tell it to look it
debunks
up.
them. If there's a specific document, I'd be happy to check its details for you and see what
GPT, why don't you look it up real quick and get back to me?
Anyways, this just brings up a good point with me finishing what I was saying about wealth and fame, though. There are so many people that hide what they do because they have the power, the money, and the people to do so. One of the most famous...
Titanic sink.
Yeah.
Right, exactly. The Titanic. Why did the Titanic sink? I had an obsession with that my whole life, the Titanic, because there's no reason that it should have failed. But other than that, Marilyn Monroe, for example, is still like a huge conspiracy theory because apparently she committed suicide,
Yeah,
but
she was
all the
murdered.
evidence shows that it was clearly a fucking homicide.
Yeah.
Yet they can't pin it on anyone. They have no evidence. Or her doctor, who was apparently one of the only people to show up after finding her confirmed dead, didn't call the police until like 4 or like 6 hours later after confirming that she was actually dead. So there's so
You saying
many...
that she got killed or overdosed?
No, there shows no evidence that she overdosed. There were no pills in her stomach. And the amount that she took of both substances, there would have been residue. At
Right.
least some residue of those
I always heard that
medications.
she was killed because she messed around with
Yes. She was found in
Kennedy.
an abnormal laid position, naked, face down, with a draped sheet like over her body. And the way she was draped, like you wouldn't... again, just like super, super freaking weird. But also, I mean, we talk about conspiracy theories and it's all fun and it's all dandy, but we'll never fucking know. Like, we'll never know any of this.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to read what Joey was alluding to, so you take it for what it's worth.
The new document.
While new documents, including CIA files and over 1,850 files, 1,850 files released by Argentina in 2025, have revived discussion about Nazi activity in South America. There is no credible evidence or official document confirming that Adolf Hitler escaped to Argentina. Based on the latest reports and declassified documents, Declassified Files 2025, newly released files, including those mentioned in reports as of April and May 2025, focus on the rate lines and the escape of the other Nazis like Adolf Eichmann and Joseph Mengele to Argentina, not Hitler himself. FBI CIA memos, older FBI and CIA declassified in previous years, show that U.S. intelligence agencies investigated numerous sightings and reports of Hitler in South America in the months and years following the fall of Berlin. The nature of the claims, many of the documents are classified as rumors or reports from sources of unknown reliability. Some of the documents mentioned in social media posts often cite 1955 report that Hitler was in Colombia, but this was dismissed by agents. So the 2025 declassifications have shown that U.S. and Argentina did heavily investigate the possibility of his escape, but the documents do not provide proof that he actually survived, with many leads in newly released files proving to be incorrect.
I got to get the memo. Somebody posted it in a...
That would have been cool.
Reel.
It would have been.
And
I
they,
mean,
like,
not
showed
would have
the
been.
memo?
It wouldn't have been cool, but it would have been cool to know that history was wrong, that he didn't kill himself.
Yeah.
In the heat of the battle. You know what I mean?
They just don't want history to be wrong, just the same way they don't release the JFK
Well,
files.
again, history is written by who? Usually the winners.
winners.
So,
Yeah.
Yep.
And the winners aren't letting out the JFK files
See what
anytime
happens when
soon.
you have like two like degree people on the podcast now? Like they know the same smart stuff, and the idiots are here listening to ChatGPT.
Listen, I graduated.
I know, but like I know you graduate, but these are like these. I have a biology degree. I have a teaching degree. I went to Fordham
okay, listen, just using our damn
and
brains,
St.
right?
John's, right there, Smarty Pants.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Talking about me. I'm waiting.
Nick, we need you in studio so we can see your face to that whole conversation.
He's like this.
I was thinking about so many different ways that a lot of these things go. Like, you know, whether or not we'll ever know.
We won't. We won't.
What a
There's
great,
no way.
Right. A great propaganda tool, though, especially right as the war is happening or winding down.
I mean, also, yeah, can
He
we point
obviously
out that
had
it's a great
impersonators.
distraction tool? Also, like,
Oh yeah, war is very distracting.
like I mean, but releasing any kind of public thing
I heard
on
that.
social media where it's gonna catch fire in seconds to distract the people, abso-fucking-lutely, because that's also how you control the masses. Just like with some religion, you know, they were designed to control the masses and have control over the people. Brainwashing, it's basically the same thing. It's a tactic that's used time and time again.
I agree.
Right. And tying it back to the whole Jim Carrey having an impersonator up there or, body doubles. We know that presidents have body doubles. We know that high level politicians have body doubles, presidents, kings, queens, whatever, prime ministers, the body doubles. So you would think that that would in turn mean that Hitler himself had a body double or multiple body doubles. And the easiest way to make people think that the war is still ongoing or there's still a risk of war is to slip whether or not he lived or his lieutenants, who we know did make it down there, were slipping information about the body double being seen and making the body double go about town and get seen just to drag it on is something we won't know because it happened.
Misdirection, my friend.
Yeah, I remember when they were filming the Avengers in New York City, and I was Jeremy Renner's body double. People kept.
I knew you were gonna fucking do that, right? I saw your face. I was like, "Here it comes! Here it comes!"
Yeah, now I get Pedro Pascal because of the age.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not good.
I don't think you look like Pedro, even though
I can act like him.
Oh,
Does that mean you don't like to be touched?
I just touched Joey.
yeah.
If Tori was close, I would have touched her. It would have went better with the joke, but yeah,
Maybe not.
He can't keep his hands off people. He blames his what is it? He's got anxiety.
His anxiety.
Sure, pal.
If I feel like I have anxiety,
I think he's like
would've
in
went-
a relationship now. with a guy.
I have
He's, like,
anxiety
fully
too,
out.
but I'm a touchy-feely person, so I can't really say that my anxiety plays a role in that.
yeah, if I have anxiety,
You shut down when you have anxiety.
I would have been in HR if I had anxiety like Pedro Pascal, like 14 times over. If I did what he did.
Yes,
you
but
know?
he only has anxiety like that with certain people. Go watch his press tours for The Last of Us, the TV show.
Well,
Go watch his press tours for
yeah.
Fantastic Four. It's almost like he's a different person.
Oh, I know what you're alluding to. Silence. Yeah. Silence.
That was the second Nick. Yeah.
I feel like he's already out. Like he's been spotted with like his new boo. Like,
Who?
Pedro Pascal.
Oh yeah. I don't.
Yeah, he's
follow that.
like out. He's out and proud now.
Yeah, good for him.
Yeah.
I try to stay off like as much like social media like scandalous crap because honestly it's at the end of the day I really just want a simple peaceful life and all this shit, man, just muddies the waters and anxiety.
The only thing that I really got intertwined with in the last couple of days besides the Jim Carrey thing was the Malibu fitness guy lied that he took an IED to the face.
Oh yeah. I kind of felt bad for him. Did you see his apology?
I felt his apology.
His apology was genuine.
His apology was sincere, unlike Scotty K Fitness, who really shit on all of his friends and all this stuff.
You know why it's sincere is because the internet it was constantly berating him and
On his face.
and pelting him on his face constantly.
So he
it's probably look at the guy like
something happened. He doesn't look.
he's self-conscious about it.
He's
I'm sure.
self-conscious,
Yeah.
so he said a lie because he was getting a little famous, and then obviously you can't be in the limelight and lie about something like that because people make it their job.
He did serve. I will say that.
Yeah, he did serve, and you know what? I accepted his apology. I didn't accept Scotty K Fitness's apology after I went in depth reading about
didn't even
his
know
stuff.
about that one, but-
yeah, read that one. I went in depth.
What's funny is I watched. Not that I stalked, but I saw that you had been a fan of his, and then you had introduced me to him.
Yeah,
like you had shown me a bunch of his videos early, and then I saw that happen. I was like, I wonder how Billy feels about.
Yeah,
this guy
I unfollowed him. Not because of what he not only because of what he said to the person that was handicapped, but everything that came out after it. Other influencers that I follow that were his quote unquote friends and what he did to them after he became famous and got brand deals. That's not cool, man.
Yeah.
The Malibu Fitness guy, I can relate. You know, he's got his face is his face, beauty's in the eye of the beholder. And he was self-conscious about it. And he made a sincere, short and sweet apology. Scotty K Fitness's apology when all this came out didn't look sincere. And you really screwed over a lot of people and did more than one thing. This guy lied about that thing. And that was it. This Scotty K Fitness was a multitude of things. So there's that.
I can say as a female I was bullied my whole entire life, quote, literally from my bullies because of the way you look. So I can definitely understand like being self-conscious because your face looks the way it is and you can't change it. Even if there's nothing wrong with your face, but people are telling you that, it really fucks you up mentally.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I feel bad for the dude.
I know the short jokes were pretty bad for you.
You know what? I'm fine being 5'0". I'm fine, dude.
It's a joke.
I'm living. You know what? You want to pick me up and put me on top of the fridge because I have an attitude? Freaking fine. I will stand there swinging my legs, all happy-go-lucky.
You probably would be able to stand up there too.
I can't stand. Shut up.
I should get the weight jokes. So I mean, but you can do stuff about that. You can't do stuff about certain things without
Right.
Yes,
surgeries.
right. Exactly. The face thing for him, I did feel bad. I accepted his apology. I like the guy. He grew on me. At first I was like, damn, like what's up with this guy? Like, like the way he was talking, like, yeah, bro. And then that kind of like was like, but then when I started seeing his content in the comments and he was just genuinely
It's positive.
Yeah, he was very positive. You need that. You need positivity.
Yeah.
You know?
There's also alluding to this whole thing with the conspiracies we've talked about today, famous people, normal people, some people who have a little bit of fame on social media. Do you realize though it all goes back to humans just being greedy, nosy mother truckers? Like that really goes, that's the basis of it because we are so nosy and want to know every little freaking detail that goes on in people's lives. We have to nitpick everything and obsess on everything. That takes a lot of fucking energy in a day to do that. And why is our society so fixated on literally every single little thing that someone's doing?
Yeah, I agree. But
Well, I find that funny. That's funny because that's a recent development. Like in the last, let's say 15, 20 years.
Yeah.
Instagram.
Instagram, TikTok.
Facebook, Instagram, MySpace, if we're going to really go backwards.
Well, yeah, MySpace. But really when Facebook.
remember MySpace?
Yes, I remember MySpace. I wasn't allowed to have one, but I had a Facebook as soon as it came out. So.
You know what's crazy?
What?
Joey was in my like top 6 friends on MySpace.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I remember when you could do your like.
Friends. Tom was always in my top 8.
You had to put a song, remember?
Yeah,
The song, you did your wallpaper.
Got wallpapers.
The wallpaper was
man,
cool.
I missed that. I missed my Nextel.
We were like learning coding and we didn't know it while we were doing it.
Yeah, kind of.
I was smart at one point.
We're an adaptable generation, us people of a certain age.
I will say this to end off, that throughout the last 10 years, there's been a lot of conspiracies.
There has been.
And I would say that 90% of them have come true. So whatever they have. We won't get into it now.
There's a lot of
There's a lot of
If you
them.
ask ChatGPT how many conspiracies have come true in the last 10 years, it'll give you a huge list.
Lizard people living in the center of
I mean,
the earth.
you're talking about fringe conspiracy theories. Like, wait, like,
Oh, so now we're gonna nitpick what's conspiracy theories or conspiracies?
Welcome to sitting next to Joey.
There might be lizard people.
I think there's lizard people at Superstition
Oh
Mountain.
my gosh. I'm going to start making, so everyone knows, I'm going to start making merch and it's going to be quotes from Joey about conspiracies on
I
it.
think there might be lizard people. That's a great shirt.
It's a great show. I think it might be
It's a
out
great
already,
shirt.
but I say
Probably
that
not.
the
Probably not.
conspiracies.
Our first shirt's going to be about slumberjacks, so make sure you see
That's
that.
an inside joke.
That's an inside joke.
Just so you know.
But
that
Joey also has worn this now multiple times on podcasts.
That's good. That's his.
I like it. I like it.
Smelling like Baton Rouge.
You know?
Is it Baton Rouge?
Baccarat.
Baccarat. There you go. I was wrong with the name. Baccarat. Baton Rouge. Baccarat. There you go.
It's the good stuff.
But listen, the conspiracies have
Okay.
been coming out to be true. And you know what? When you want to go and you want to just see how many of them have come true, just open the book. If you're blind to things, then you're blind to things. But
Yeah.
things have been coming true. The conspiracy theorists have been right most of the time. And if you're really going to sit there and you're going to go in depth and like research and go down the rabbit hole, before you jump into the rabbit hole, you need a fresh cup of
People
coffee.
eating babies is pretty much confirmed now. Yeah, that's not a conspiracy theory.
It's not a conspiracy.
Listen,
You used to be a
I'm not
conspiracy theorist if you said that.
saying there isn't a lot of sketchy shit that didn't go on Epstein's island. That is not what I'm saying.
This is not even just his island. This is
No,
like,
I know.
This is exclusively like a rich people thing that they do all over
Bohemian
the
Grove
world.
just got was on the New York Post.
Oh, I also kind of want to put Christy Teigen on blast because she posted all these really like nasty things on Twitter that she deleted. And there's a scene, a clip of her talking to her friend or something in the back of some reality. It's a reality TV show or whatever. And she asked him, you wouldn't eat a person if you like sat down at a fancy restaurant and they served it in a very like procured way or something like that. And a chef made it. And the guy was like, no, absolutely not. That's disgusting. She goes, you wouldn't try it at all. Basically, she was like telling him like, or you can allude and conclude from that.
She's
that she's done it, that she's eaten
It is
people.
weird. But I mean, it goes back to, again, a cult. Like, people have thought babies and like young blood and all this stuff was like the
But then it makes you think like,
the fountain of
are there
youth.
restaurants that like are these for these rich like extra wealthy people? Because people get bored. They've had caviar, they've had foie gras, they've had all these different types of food, and it's like, what's the next thing that's exotic that they've never had?
Again, I don't think we'll ever know.
No.
You know, the next
And they hunt people as well. That was in the Epstein files.
yes, like some Hunger Game shit.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
they make
so
movies about it.
if
They've
you-
been making movies about it for the last 30 years.
So it's more like, what is it? Animal Farm, the book Animal Farm, where the people went to the island. They were literally hunted down by like the person who owned the island. It's basically like that is what
It's
they
like
were
the
referring
Pest
to.
with John Leguizamo. You ever saw that?
No.
It's like a comedy. Yeah, you saw it. It's a great movie. It's funny.
Great.
Yeah.
But they dropped John Leguizamo off on an island, and these two rich
That's
guys.
The dad from Beetlejuice.
Yeah, the dad from Beetlejuice hunted him
Oh,
down. But it's like a game. Like they hunt people.
Well,
yeah, it's messed up.
Ice-T made the same similar movie back in the 90s.
Yeah.
you know the next thing that I will be having possibly tomorrow or Tuesday that's edible or drinkable?
How you brand?
Coffee from How You Brewing Cafe. If you haven't heard about How You Brewing Cafe and you're going to jump down the rabbit hole because you need all this caffeine to do that, How You Brewing Cafe in Tuckahoe, New York is the place to go for your caffeine. Macchiatos, espressos, cappuccinos, and a whole bunch of things there in the glass that you can munch on. All the sweets, the muffins, everything you can possibly imagine.
Get the chocolate raviolis.
Chocolate raviolis are still there.
Waiting for my invite. Still waiting.
You will be invited, but How You Brewing Cafe in Tuckahoe, New York is the place to go for your caffeine. It is Swab's Coffees. That is Swab's choice for coffee. There you go.
Nice.
And of course, a big thank you to Spotify for Creators. If you don't know about Spotify for Creators, it's the free app that allows you to get your podcast
out
idea.
there.
Nick,
Out there.
there you go. Yeah, he's rusty. He's rusty.
Rusty.
But if you have a
both of you, that was a
Sorry,
that was
sorry.
You guys need to take the
I'll
back
practice.
seat.
I'll practice.
one was early, one was late. But if you
I
have
let it go. I let it. That's my.
If you have a phone, computer, or tablet, head over to Spotify for Creators to get started. And in the comment section, I don't usually do this, in the comment section, if you think that is Jim Carrey or not Jim Carrey, write in the comments what you think so that we
that's
can...
like overwhelming.
Let's put a poll
You know
up.
what?
Let's
We're
put
gonna
a
do
poll
an
up
Instagram
on
poll.
we're gonna do a
Instagram poll.
Okay?
Do an
Let's
Instagram
do
poll.
it. This is for the real. Ready? Okay, get
Okay.
close.
Okay.
Do you think Jim Carrey is still around? Is that his doppelganger? Is that his clone? Let us know in this poll, the Swab Podcast poll. Let us know here.
Right here.
Nick, thank you for
Great sound
jumping.
effects.
Thank you for jumping in on the phone, pal.
Yes, sir. Anytime.
We need you to come back in studio. We miss your face.
Soon. Promises.
Yes, I know you're living a little further, but somehow can get to How You Brewing Cafe.
Well, listen, that's on the way. That's
okay.
if you told me.
So he'll bring
we could meet
coffee.
there.
Nick, you know what? When we're finished recording, I'm gonna hit you up. We're gonna set a coffee date up.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do an episode there.
Yeah, we could.
That's dope.
Leo will join in. Leo is all about it.
Oh, Leo would be so down for that.
Leo would be down. He'd be down for that. We'll bring the stuff there and film nice.
He's been like crawling out of his skin, I feel, for some good like paranormal content and
he wants
talk.
to go. So, but guys, until next time, there's been another episode of the Say What Again, Billy podcast.
Bye.